The SunValve is a transparent panel which also can be retroreflective. It is easy and cheap to produce. It can be used as a replacement for curtains and windows, but more important is its use to cool and heat houses or entire cities, which would help against global warming or cooling. In this example, there is a house with one solar collector and one window, both with SunValves. The house is to be cooled. The sunlight is reflected back to the sun because the SunValve is now retroreflective. This is better than ordinary reflection or white walls because they reflect the warm light to the ground and to the clouds instead, which are then heated because of this. But with the SunValve, this heating is avoided because the light is reflected back to the sun, where it came from. So the house and its surroundings get colder because they are heated less. At night, the house can cool down by opening the SunValve, letting the heat out from the sun collector and from the house. Since the surroundings are colder, there is more cooling. To heat the house, one does the opposite. The SunValve is closed at night to keep the warmth in. It has an isolating layer of air to retain heat, in addition to retroreflection. The sun starts shining and the SunValve is opened to let the heat pass in through the window and the solar collector. The walls facing the sun could be entirely covered with SunValves over solar collectors to cool and heat even more. Cities could also be covered, and that would help a lot. This SunValve was made by starting with two retroreflective transparent panels like this. One side of each panel is covered with diagonal cubes which do the retroreflection by internal reflection. The cubes of the panels fit together so that a thin layer of air is between them, which isolates heat and keeps the retroreflectors working. However, if transparent fluid is put between them, retroreflection is stopped and they become transparent. So, just by pumping fluid in and out of these panels, they switch between being transparent and retroreflective. This mechanism is simple, so it is easy and cheap to produce. The prototype was made from a pedestrian's cat's eye retroreflector, used for being visible in the dark when walking along roads.